Join us on a tour of our latest small studio build, where we show the equipment and tools that power our high-quality, one-operator, video production and live streaming capability. From the powerful Blackmagic design ATEM Mini Extreme ISO to our versatile lighting solutions, you'll see how this zero holes in the walls or ceiling solution provides lots of floor space for 3 cameras. Our challenge was to do ourselves what others had done with us in larger venues. Don't miss this behind-the-scenes look at our setup, perfect for both single presenters and 2-person interviews. Let's begin with the video switcher category. We're using the Blackmagic design ATEM Mini Extreme ISO, which is paired with a Samsung 32-inch S30B monitor. The ATEM Mini Extreme ISO provides 8 HDMI inputs and ISO recording capabilities. The Samsung monitor is mounted to an Audio 2000S flat panel TV stand and displays the ATEM's SuperSource output, unless the presenter prefers a full-screen confidence monitor. For a director's view, we're using a FEELWORLD DH101 10.1-inch monitor that has both USB-C and mini HDMI ports. The FEELWORLD monitor is connected to an Ori 1-in, 2-out HDMI duplicator splitter, which is connected to the ATEM out via HDMI. This gives a lot of flexibility for whatever we might want to display on this additional monitor. For camera 1, we've chosen the Blackmagic Design Pocket Cinema Camera 4K and typically use either a Panasonic Lumix G lens, 25mm f1.7, or a Panasonic Lumix G Vario lens, 12 to 60mm f3.5 to 5.6. Camera 1 is mounted on a Davis and Sanford tripod we've had for some time. Attached to camera 1 is the Elgato prompter, which is connected to a macOS laptop. This replaced an older Prompter People teleprompter designed for use with an iPad. The older teleprompter needed to be mounted on the tripod. The Elgato prompter mounts directly onto the camera lens, which makes moving the camera, cage and prompter to another location very convenient. For wired networking, we're using the Netgear GS105 NA 5-port switch, soon to be replaced with a Netgear GS108-II 8-port switch. And for wireless, the Eero 6 Plus router. Also here, the Blackmagic design streaming bridge, and for NDI, the Bird Dog Play. Cameras 2 and 3 are used for host and interviewee seated at table. For each, we're using a Canon EOS 7D Mark II with Canon EF-S 18 to 135mm lens. Helpful for longer filming durations. JJC intervalometers are attached to both cameras. Instead of using tripods, we've mounted each Canon camera to Matthews C-stands, each with a Matthews triple header on top. Both cameras' undersides are connected to an iFootage MA56 Spider Crab Magic Arm with quick-release mounting, then to a Manfrotto adapter plate, which is then connected to a Matthews baby pin adapter. Camera 2 also includes a Matthews telescopic baby stand extension, needed because the C-stand triple header it's mounted on is configured high enough for a boom mic and hair light. For single presenter key light, we're using the Amaran COB100XS, which is plenty bright enough for the room. We've attached an Aputure Light Dome SE softbox, but to further diffuse and soften the light, we've added a Matthews 40x40-inch white silk scrim. For single presenter fill light, we're using another Amaran COB100XS, but with a Westcott 45-degree focus reflector with Honeycomb to direct light at a Matthews 40x40-inch math bounce. These elements come together to produce very nice book lighting for the presenter. For 2-person interviews, we convert the Amaran 100XS presenter fill light to an interviewee key light. We simply rotate the Amaran 100XS and replace the Westcott 45-degree focus reflector with an Aputure Light Dome SE softbox. In this setup, because both the interviewer and the interviewee have the same Amaran 100XS with softbox, we can maintain visual continuity and ensure both parties are evenly lit. For single presenter hair light, we're using a newer 14-inch round LED panel, and if necessary, a small 24x36-inch Matthews black flag to control spill. For 2-person interviews, the hair light we're using is the Amaran F21X 2-foot-by-1-foot bicolor LED flexible matte light. This is mounted to a Matthews 10-foot 5-inch C-stand with included grip arm kit. Attached to the Amaran matte light are the included softbox frame and diffusion cloth. The light control grid is not used in order to achieve broader light coverage over both people. Additionally, for added top-down light, 4 Philips Hue ceiling LED bulbs are set to the same color temperature as the other lights. typically 3200 Kelvin. For the two ceiling bulbs near the backdrop, each has been mounted in a light socket extender to swivel and point the light towards the wall. The backdrop, as well as the entire studio, is painted in Benjamin Moore silver $50, which provides the desired neutral gray. We're lighting the backdrop with 4 Aputure B7C bulbs and 2 newer 660 Pro RGB lights. The customizable colors for both the Aputure and newer lights are great when redecorating the backdrop for different clients or topics. For backdrop accent lights, we're using 2 IVC G2 RGB lights, 4 Ulanzi VL1 10 RGB lights, and 1 Philips Hue color light strip. To black out small windows, we custom-cut wainscot, added handles, and painted them the same silver $50 gray as the rest of the studio. For a larger window, the Sojourn portable blackout shades proved perfect, especially after trying other approaches. 4 UA acoustics panels add a bit of sound and art treatment. Now for audio category items. When using the single presenter setup, we simply connect a Sennheiser MKE 600 directly to the Blackmagic camera using a Condor Blue 25-foot mini XLR to XLR cable for recording directly to camera. The Sennheiser MKE 600 is mounted to a RA-DUS M1 shock mount, connected to a Rode boom pole and RA boom pole holder. The boom pole holder is connected to a Matthews Hollywood grip head on top of a C-stand triple header. A second option for single presenter setup, when a mic in the shot is preferred, is a Shure Beta 87A supercardioid condenser microphone with Shure shock mount and windscreen. The Shure Beta 87A sits in an Elgato Wave low-profile mic arm. For two-person interviews, the Rode Wireless Pro two-person wireless lavaliers provide great audio and easy setup. They replaced a wired setup that included a Midas MR18 mixer and 2 Audio-Technica Pro 70 lav mics. We have concluded that wireless audio gear has become both dependable and affordable enough to end of life lots of XLR cables collected over the years. For isolated audio, we like the Westone Audio AM Pro X 30 in-ear monitors. We're big fans of Matthews studio equipment, so we use their stands and parts for most requirements. We use iFootage products for other specific applications. To power on the studio with minimal effort, we're using Casa smart plugs and power strips. Being able to power on most items from an iPad app is great. Control of the studio is from a MacBook Pro and M1 iPad. The apps used for both are listed in the description. Finally, in the storage category, we're using Silicon Power CFast cards, Samsung SSDs, and a Synology NAS, with mirrored 12 terabyte drives. Thank you for watching. We look forward to bringing you additional content from this studio. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below or write to info@hardymedia.net. Please like and subscribe. Thanks again.